Hello everybody, today we have a very interesting topic. It's melody and how to harmonize our melody or put a chord for the melody. So I would like to ask, do you have any favorite tune, favorite melody in your head?
Autumn leaf.
Happy birthday.
Oh, twinkle little star.
Oh, twinkle twinkle little star. My favorite is Fairy Jiakuai. Okay, you twinkle twinkle little star, maybe. Happy birthday. And what's yours? I forgot yours.
Autumn leaves.
Autumn leaves. Okay, those are the tunes, but it's just a one line, right? Remember, we have a voice concept. Melody is the top line and easy to be perceived, to be heard, or to be connected. Very, very powerful. But sometimes only having the melody is a little bit too thin, right? And we feel very lonely because only one person singing, one person playing. What's the music for? Music for people to have fun, right? We like having another people to join us, jamming together. So harmony can serve this. Because if we put a harmony, you can invite your friend play guitar, or invite your friend play piano, or the person who play the bass, or another people play the violin. They play the different voices. So this is a very, very useful technique if you want to make your melody much, much more powerful. Okay, so let's think about the melody. Maybe just like this, okay? So harmonize technically is to create a bunch of the other notes, usually underneath, kind of support it. But when we learn about the harmony, we learn a lot about chords, right? Some chords sounds bright. This is a C chord, right? And some chord is a minor. Some chord sounds harsh. Okay, some chord feel clash. Okay, so you have tons of ways to harmonize, to deliver your emotion. So this is a very interesting question. Are there any correct or only one way to harmonize? What's a correct version? From the composer's point of view, no, there is no one correct way. It is you decide how to do it and why you want to do that, okay? So later on, I'm going to give you some principle, not necessarily the general rule, but the principle that you can approach it with, okay? So we know those are the chords, all right? Some chord, some harmony. This is another chord, Maybe we can consider our music like a different component. The melody is one voice, but when we support it, we can sing about the emotion, okay? Emotion. You can sing, oh, major or minor chord, or this is chord is for the beginning, and in your key, it may be your first degree of the key. If your key is in a minor key, of course, your first is the minor chord, right? But the relation between the chord and the harmony will determine your chord type. For example, if you already have a do and sol here, and you say that, okay, my melody goes here, actually, you are join this two notes to form the complete C chord. It could be some people already play the chord already, but you simply play the fa You are not exactly in the core note, but you kind of create an interesting dissonance. Where's the dissonance from? These two notes may be too close, but it can be interesting sound, particularly if you just passing through this. If you do it right, actually there are a lot of possibility when we do the compose. Actually, the rhythm also affected how we consider the melody note in relationship with the chord. This can be 2 note or 3 note, and their harmonics or their chord degree or the music theory relation that determine the final result. For example, if like a Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, okay, it sounds like a normal happy song. Okay, so I begin with the first chord. I simplified it, use root, most simple. Root position, do, mi, so. If I keep doing this, it still work, but maybe you think, oh, this harmony too boring. We should change to another. What about change another one? Change back? It still work. What about this way? You will find that this time I use a different harmony. I use the minor chord to harmonize. Why? Because I think that Mozart is too smart, too genius. I think I don't like it that's so happy. I use the minor chord. Who can say me wrong? No one, because I'm the boss, of course. At work. Of course, this kind of harmonization, nobody will buy my CD, but it's one version of harmonization. So the basic principle is that if you can outline your chord, you can start to think about your underneath the chord. If my melody is on some of the certain chord tone, if it's perfectly on it, that's well completed in that chord. That will be no problem, okay? Otherwise, you need to be aware of the something dissonant. You need to deal with that. For example, if you try to harmonize this, because the do, mi, so, the chord tone will be do, mi, so. If I use this is actually a little bit dissonant, but not that much, because can also be considered a ninth. The jazz chord often used. It's become a little bit complicated for the advanced harmony. But put it simple, if you just learn the tritone, triad, 3 notes together, you can simplify this. Okay, something like this. So you can see that you can find the right chord for your harmony. Of course, when we listen to the music, we have been influenced by our pre-listening experience. Okay, and later on we will use our famous. I remember this. This is our important piece, because in the homework we are going to work on this. Remember Ave Maria by Charles Gounod. Okay, he composed a wonderful harmony. Okay, if you forgot the Ave Maria, go back to check our previous lecture. But it will sound like this. Okay, let's assume this small phrases is our melody. Okay, we use this as an example. Of course, we already know that this melody is actually Charles Gounod based on Bach. chord progression to add on it. So in the original version, the first bar chord progression is C, kind of D minor, and G, and C. I simplified it, okay? Always play the root position. Now I want to play them together. Okay, so you can see this work perfectly, right? So that's not something special, but what if you got a melody first from this, and then you try to harmonize and you want to explore some darkness of this, okay? Maybe let's try minor key, okay? So let's start with the A minor. And then D minor. And E minor, and go back to A minor. So you can see harmony, even though the melody is exactly the same, but harmony actually supports your emotion. So don't use that mindset that harmony is the fixed things, okay? I can always use a strange harmony to make it creepy, for example. Okay, I use the diminished chord to harmonize it, okay? This is what I intended to do. A bad example, bad music. No bad music. It's just harmony, okay? So, to recap the important concept, if you want you to sound okay, use a simple chord, just try it to think about your melody line, okay? But your melody will sometimes passing through some non-chord tone in the harmony. That will be okay if it's not on the accent beat. That usually the first beat in the major or the third beat in the major. People won't care that a little bit dissonant, okay? So that's the harmony part, and also be sure to trust your ear. So it's really good to have some practice if you play any keyboard or instrument. This is really important so that you can really touch the music through your exploring. Music is not something we study through the theory. No, we really need to have a intimate touch with the music so that we can feel about it, okay? So what's your favorite harmony? Maybe you can exercise, find your own tune and try to harmonize it, okay, on your own. See you in the next chapter. Bye-bye.